Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker. You could not mistake me for another. I had to wait my time like a buffer.
That's It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Okay, double up. 57, Mike 57.
Bridgewater now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Here's Wilson. Open man is Trey Burton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Check safety, check safety. Get wide now. Switch. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
They try the left side here with Williams. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
57 to Mike. We want this. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. Check mic, check mic.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Wilson. Completes it to Coleman. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bridgewater to Hamler, first down Broncos.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check that. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Mike 57.
Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Rip right. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie.
From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater flushed out right. And some strong running. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his third of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 37 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Bridgewater on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. They're going right back to Hamler. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
Bridgewater now. He finds his man, complete. That's back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Right here. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8.
Here we go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he steps away. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson rolling to his right. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch up, switch up. Number 53, Mike 53. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We can't win. 53's the Mike, 53, check 53.
Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco first. Bridgewater now from the 50. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wilson. That's caught right side by Mims. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Second and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. Check.
Here's Bridgewater. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jets have got it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home, You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jets, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.